She announced, "My friends and I are taking over your cabin this weekend. Don't make it a big deal." This after wrecking my apartment the week before. I replied, "Enjoy." Then I contacted the property management company and deactivated her access code. Their SUV, loaded with coolers, was stranded at the gate for hours. I, a 29-year-old man, need to vent because I'm still processing what unfolded this past weekend. My ex-roommate, Mia, 27, might be the most entitled person I've ever met. And that's saying something. Mia was my roommate for about 8 months. We weren't friends before. She responded to my online ad when my previous roommate relocated for a job. The first few months were fine, standard roommate stuff. Then she started turning our shared apartment into her personal party hub. Last weekend was the breaking point. I was visiting my parents, returned Sunday night, and found my place trashed. Think red wine splattered on my sofa, cigarette burns on my coffee table in a no-smoking building, shattered glass everywhere, vomit in my sink, and my bedroom door busted open with the lock broken. Someone had clearly hooked up in my bed. Sheets were a mess. Building security footage showed Mia letting in about 15 people Saturday night. When I confronted her, she shrugged and said, "Chill out, it was just a party. I'll send you money for the door." I gave her a 30-day notice to move out. She called me dramatic, but found a new place in 2 weeks and left Wednesday, without cleaning or paying for damages. Just vanished. Then, Thursday afternoon, I got a text from her. "Hey, me and my girls are using your cabin this weekend for Tara's birthday. We'll be there Friday to Sunday. Don't be weird, okay? Here's the deal. My family has a cabin 2 hours north." Mia knew about it because I'd mentioned it a few times, even showed her pictures. What she didn't know? It's my uncle's property, managed by a company handling bookings. Family members get access codes. I'd made the mistake of inviting Mia and a few others up there once, 4 months ago, for a low-key weekend. She must have memorized the gate code or something, but that code was linked to my account. I texted back, "Enjoy." Then I immediately called the property management company, explained I needed to change my security code for safety reasons. Someone untrustworthy might have it. They were understanding, deactivated the old code, issued a new one, and noted no guests were authorized under my name that weekend. Friday rolls around. I'm at work, minding my business, when my phone starts blowing up at 6 p.m. 17 missed calls from Mia, 8 from an unknown number, and a flood of texts. "Mia, the code's not working. This isn't funny. We drove 2 hours. Hello? There's no signal here. Call the property people." Unknown number. "Hi, this is Tara, Mia's friend. We're stuck at your cabin gate and the code's broken. Can you send the new one?" I ignored them, put my phone on silent, and went to a movie. Checked it at 10 p.m. 52 missed calls from Mia and 3 unknown numbers. Texts went from annoyed to desperate to unhinged. The best part? The property management company has a gate camera. My uncle on the account sent me the footage Saturday morning. It shows Mia's black SUV at the gate at 5:43 p.m. Friday. They try the code repeatedly. One girl gets out, yelling at the keypad. They wait 3 hours, unloading coolers, trying to figure it out. 2 attempt to climb the 8-foot spiked fence. Good luck. Around 9 p.m., they give up and leave. Texts kept coming all weekend. They tried booking a hotel, but a local festival had everything full. They drove back home Friday night. Saturday morning, Tara's number texted, "You ruined my birthday. We all took time off for this. How can you be so cruel?" I replied, "Not sure what you mean." Mia said you were using my cabin, but I don't own any property. Maybe she got confused. Mia's follow-up texts were epic, from threatening to sue, for what, to calling me pathetic, demanding gas money and emotional distress compensation, to admitting she had no permission, but I shouldn't be a jerk because normal people share. The entitlement is unreal. She thought she could trash my place, skip out on damages, and claim my family's property like it was her birthright. My uncle finds it hilarious, sending me a screenshot from the management company showing someone called Friday Night, claiming to be the owner's daughter, demanding gate access. They asked for account verification she didn't have. I'm still getting rage texts from her and her friends, thinking of blocking them, but they're too entertaining. Play dumb games, win dumb prizes. Update 1. Things escalated in wild ways. Grab popcorn. Monday morning, my landlord called. Mia claimed I illegally evicted her and wants back in. She said I didn't give proper notice and changed the locks while she was gone. Luckily, I had everything documented. Sent the landlord the signed 30-day notice, photos of the trashed apartment, security footage of her moving out Wednesday, and her texts admitting she left. Landlord said she has no case, but noted she called multiple times with different stories. Illegal eviction, harassment, withholding a security deposit she never paid since she took over someone's lease. Tuesday, it got weirder. I got an Instagram DM from Jake, claiming to be Mia's new boyfriend, saying I need to step up and pay for the emotional harm I caused. His rant, I humiliated Mia in front of her friends, she's been crying all week, and a real man would have let them use the cabin. His profile showed they've been dating maybe 2 weeks. Already fighting her battles? Good luck, Jake. Wednesday, Mia went full chaos mode with a TikTok video, fake crying, claiming I'm a controlling narcissist ex-roommate. She said I was obsessed with her, banned her from having friends over, and spitefully locked her out of a family property I'd promised her. With her 12,000 followers, thinking she's an influencer, the video gained traction. Her followers found my Instagram, sending messages calling me garbage, abusive, and worse. But Mia messed up. She showed edited texts, cutting out her admitting to trashing my place or announcing she was taking the cabin. I commented on her video with full screenshots, her admitting to the party, claiming the property without permission, threatening me, plus photos of my wrecked apartment. TikTok deleted my comment in an hour, but people saw it. Comments turned on her, calling out her entitlement, lies, and property damage. She deleted the video by Thursday morning, but a response video with my receipts got more views than hers. Thursday afternoon, Jake texted again, furious I shamed his girlfriend, calling me jealous and pathetic, threatening to settle this man-to-man at my place. I replied, any further contact from you or Mia is harassment, and I'll involve the police. Final warning. Friday morning, the property management company called. Someone, guess who, called all week, posing as my sister, girlfriend, then business partner, trying to access the property. The final straw? Claiming an emergency to retrieve life-saving medication. They record calls and caught her admitting she's a close friend who uses the property often, and later a family member, attempted fraud. They asked if I wanted to pursue charges. I said yes. Mia's got bigger problems than a ruined birthday. Saturday night, out with friends, I got a call from an unknown number. I answered. It was Mia's mom, Linda, lecturing me to be the bigger person. She rambled. Mia's a free spirit who doesn't get boundaries. You young people are all about sharing. Why are you so possessive? Ma'am, your daughter's 27, not 7. She trashed my apartment, tried to use property she had no right to, and committed fraud. Her reply, if you hadn't been so harsh about the apartment, she wouldn't have needed to unwind at the cabin. Entitlement runs deep. I ended with, your daughter faces fraud charges. Get her a lawyer, not me. Sunday, one more twist. Tara, one of Mia's friends from the gate, messaged to apologize. I thought Mia had permission. She said it was all set, and you were fine with it. At the gate, she said you were petty about the apartment. After seeing her lies online, I'm done with her. She owes me $200 for the hotel. We found one 2 hours away. Crazy expensive. I thanked her. Mia's friend group is crumbling. She owes multiple people money and has a history of lying about access to places. Mia keeps texting from new numbers, alternating threats and sob stories. Jake's gone silent. Smart. The property company's pursuing fraud charges, and my apartment's fixed and calm. A mutual friend said Mia hyped her epic cabin birthday weekend on social media before leaving, using old photos from our trip. Explaining why they never got past the gate must sting. Update 2. This is my final update. I'm ready to move on, but you deserve the end of this saga. The fraud investigation progressed. The property management company doesn't play. They've dealt with this before, with recordings of Mia posing as different people. The kicker? In one call, she claimed she was entitled to the property because she paid rent to someone with access. That's not how it works. 2 weeks ago, I got served papers. Mia sued me in small claims court for intentional emotional distress, breach of verbal contract, my enjoy text was supposedly a contract, lost wages, her friend's time off, travel expenses for 5, and defamation from the TikTok fallout, seeking $4,500. My uncle connected me with his lawyer friend, who laughed, calling it the most absurd filing in years. Court was last Thursday. I brought everything: printed texts, highlighted conversations, apartment damage photos with $3,200 repair invoices, the signed 30-day notice, Mia's social media posts admitting to the party, a property management letter about her fraud attempts, and security footage from the apartment and gate. Mia arrived with Jake, who looked miserable, and her mom, no lawyer. The judge looked exhausted. Mia rambled about our verbal agreement and how I manipulated her by not mentioning the code change. The judge asked, "Did the plaintiff have permission from the property owner to use the cabin?" Mia: "Well, he took me once, so obviously, that's a no." "Did the defendant explicitly allow use that weekend?" "He said enjoy, which means, did you inform or ask him?" Silence. Her mom stood, yelling, "I'm a vindictive bully harassing a young woman." The judge threatened contempt if she didn't sit. My turn. I presented calmly. The judge was intrigued by the apartment damage and fraud attempts, chuckling when I showed footage of them trying to climb the fence. Ruling. Mia's case dismissed. She was ordered to pay me $3,200 for damages. The judge suggested the property company pursue fraud and warned her about frivolous lawsuits. Mia lost it, sobbing, screaming it wasn't fair, claiming I set her up and the judge was biased. Her mom joined, shouting about discrimination and appealing, "You can't appeal small claims here." Jake walked out mid-meltdown. That relationship lasted 3 weeks. Security escorted Mia and her mom out. Mia yelled she'd ruin my life and I'd regret it. A week later, the property company pressed forward with fraud and criminal impersonation charges, her court dates next month. I likely won't testify. They have all the evidence. Mia's Instagram's private now, but she's posting about being victimized by the system. She hasn't paid the $3,200. I can garnish wages if needed. Tara texted that their friend group ditched Mia. She owes multiple people money. 3 from the trip are suing her in small claims for gas, hotel, and time off based on her lies. The consequences are poetic. She trashed my place, skipped damages, assumed she could take my family's property, and now faces fraud charges, owes me thousands, is being sued, and has no friends. My uncle still sends gate footage screenshots captioned, "Best show of the year." He's considering it for a holiday card. My apartment's peaceful with a new roommate who pays rent and doesn't throw ragers. I learned to vet people better. Do I feel bad? Not a bit. Mia had every chance to be decent, but chose entitlement and chaos. The property company gave my family a discount on our next booking as an apology, though it wasn't their fault. I'm heading to the cabin next weekend with a working code. Thanks for following this wild ride. Remember, no is enough, and entitlement has a price.